Okay. You ready, my boy? We in action now. You start texting as soon as I press play. Come on.
I'm with you.
All that time. Okay. Welcome to another episode of the Purely Talk Podcast. Hey man, I am. Hey man, what is going on? I am Mr. DHE. Wait, what? I am the. Wait. It's crazy. I'm blanking. I'm blanking for. Hold on. Wait. I am your host, Mr. DHE, and this is my guy, Ron Lyrics. What's up, Mr. Ron? Hey man, my partners, the other guys, they got other stuff going on. My boy had to take care of his kid. My other boy had to work. Ron stepped in last minute as usual. Can hear them all say, you feel me? So now we're gonna handle a little business. If you are in here on live, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share. Show us some love. First things first, Ron, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed. I feel good.
You get to the mic.
Feel good.
Appreciate you.
There's a lot of things going on, man.
So, a lot of things going on.
A lot of big things going on too. So
feeling
real good about that.
So life is life in a good and in a life way.
Yes.
Basically. That's good.
How about you, man? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, brother.
I'm
taking a trip, man. I'm taking a trip. I'm going to the Dominican Republic, my boy. Yeah. I've never been. I've been to a lot of islands lately. Well, not lately. Every trip we've taken, for the most part, in the past 4 or 5 years, has been to an island. So I'm kind of tired of the island vibe, beach vibe type stuff. But I'm appreciative to be able to travel because.
Wait a minute, where are you originally from?
Honduras.
Really?
Yes, sir.
It's crazy over there.
It is wild. It is wild. Over there. It's worse now. Yeah. I'll say this. It probably was bad when I was younger too, but since you're living in it, you don't realize it. Like, I know my neighborhood growing up was a really bad neighborhood, but it was a situation where the gang, not gangs, because we had one, they kind of like protected that neighborhood in itself.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Now, that doesn't mean we could have messed with them, like, talk crazy now. Don't do that now.
Right.
A few people did that and lost their lives, but it was kind of like, yeah, they wouldn't mess with you unless you messed with them.
I would have never guessed that. I know. I probably heard you say it before, and I think.
No, I've never said that unless you saw it in the podcast. I've never said that while you've been on the pod before.
Wow.
Yeah, it was rough. Yeah, but we grew up in a very.
I work with a guy in Houston. They have both as supervisors. It's kind of weird though, because he looked kind of Puerto Rican, Mexican. Like, I don't know. He looks
Hispanic.
Yeah. So it's just shocking, to know that.
They got a lot of people. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that I speak Spanish, and I like to keep that a secret, especially when I'm around other Spanish-speaking people, just in case they start talking about me. Just in case they start talking about me, because there's been experiences like that. My uncle has had a few experiences like that, so I always keep it in the back of my mind. And my wife would be like, "Why don't you speak more Spanish?" I'm like, "Because I don't want nobody to know." It's a nice little card I keep close to my heart. Like you told me yesterday about the story. You told me how you keep some for the time when you need it.
Exactly.
Because you never know when you need it.
Listen, game of Uno. You gotta do that.
Exactly. So I'm trying to get them out of here just in case they come and start acting crazy.
I think you felt a little childish too. It's like, because I be sitting back and I'm like, man, like.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. The story you told me, in my mind, I was like, dang. It is kind of childish, but I'm not even. I'm thinking to myself, am I mature enough to be able to find out something in the moment and hold it for? Who knows when the situation might arrive that I need to use that car? But I'm more of I found, not in front of everybody, but as soon as everybody would have left, I would have brought that up right then and there.
It's about to get dark when I say this, but that lets me know that everybody don't need guns. Because everybody don't need guns unless they go through some type of proper training. Because when you got,
sure.
I mean, just comparing the two. Like when you know something on somebody, you know, and they don't know that you know, and you be eager. Like I'm talking about any little thing that they do, you be like I'm ready. Like, should I do it? Nah. But I feel that way with guns now because when you have that gun on you and you trigger happy, somebody can just be talking noise and you might be thinking like, I'm about to pull it out. Man, no, like you know, it's you need the proper training before. So I don't know, it's kind of crazy that
I think it depends on the person. Because I think like yes, in a situation like in this exact scenario, and now you're saying that with a gun, with a trigger happy, like using having a gun, right. I feel like I wouldn't go to that level.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in control enough to not go to that level. I don't think I'm that angry.
Well, not. I guess it's the life that I grew up in, where a lot of senseless death or killing happened.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes me think that, man, if you got it on you, you're just eager to get it out.
I've seen that.
So I guess it just made me think about like, man, it's hard because you just wanna
react immediately. Yeah.
You want to do it in a big way, but you know, sometimes you just got to be strategic, be smart, and
which is the smart way to move.
I was.
Did it ever come a time? People, we can't tell y'all the story because it's a personal story, but did it ever come? Have you used that card yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used that card. Yeah, I already used that card.
Okay, how long after the fact did you use that card?
I wanted to use it every day. Like,
see, that's petty.
I wanted to use it every day.
Right.
You know, and just to the ones, I can keep it short, you know, to the ones that, you know, when you with someone and then you find out that somebody tried to talk to somebody that you know, are talking to or involved with and everything, and you found out about it. And even though that no harm was done, but you want to kind of let that person know, hey, I do know this, that, you know, you try to keep it away. So in this case, I probably held it for maybe like a month and a half, 2 months.
A month and a half? Okay, well, I guess that's not bad. I feel maybe I can hold it for a month. Now I don't know, because the last time I found out that was happening in my relationship, I woke the girl out of her sleep. Hey, get up! What is this? What is this? That girl started crying. She said, well, what do you mean? That dog. And then the crazy thing about it is, I scrolled. Once I saw it, like you said, I scrolled all the way, and all I saw was, oh, wake up, explain. You can't, get out. Now.
Hey, in my case,
I lied.
Listen, my case, it was funny because me revealing that didn't have nothing to do with the argument. I think we was talking about like house chores or something. It was like, man, he said, man, if you don't start picking your stuff, I said, you know what?
Oh no, you wasted your Uno. Man, you wasted your reverse. Plus 4.
She was getting the best of me, so I had to like, man, you know what?
No.
What you gotta say about that? What you say about that? Why you up here worried about?
Me not picking up my shirt or my pants. What happened? He probably was like, wait, what? Where does this came from?
That's it.
This is so random. Wait, what? What does this have to do with this?
He was like, I see, yeah.
That boy crazy.
Yeah,
that man crazy.
I wasted my drop phone.
You did, my boy. I'm not gonna hold you.
I wasted my drop phone.
But you got a chance to use. I'm thinking you was saving that sucker for like a good argument. Like whenever
it was just one of those things.
Remember that story you told us on the podcast last time, where the phone number.
Oh,
the girl walked up and you got it, whatever. That would have been a perfect time. Well, you did X, Y, and Z.
That would have been perfect, but that already been happening though. So
oh, that was okay. I got you.
That would have been perfect though.
That would have came in clutch. That would have came in clutch.
When I used my drop phone, it had nothing to do with the situation. It was just
Ron, so he wants to do this every day. Oh, say one more thing about them dishes.
Say one more thing about them dishes. Like, what? You what?
Hey, and that do you think men are pettier than women?
I think that women are rightfully more emotional, but I believe that men is wrongfully emotional.
Ooh, break it down. By wrongful, I know rightfully. I know that wrongfully.
Rightfully
That's the one.
emotional
That's the one I mean.
because it's unfortunate, right? And you know, I think that we're getting better, but if a woman act out of emotions, it's easy to just say she's a woman. She's a woman. That's how they feel. They get in their feelings. You know how women are. You know, women be like that. X, Y, and Z. That's it's like right. Like it's she can come up in here and yell and cuss and say, "I can't believe you did this." It could be completely wrong, and we can just chop it up and say, "Man, you know what? That's just
She just be right.
that's how women be." But if a man does it, you know, it's like, bro, like you kind of I wouldn't have did it like that. It like they get more. You get more of a. Damn,
You catch more flack for it.
yeah, I should have did that. You know, I should have did that. You know, because all right. So for instance, usually when a woman going through something, her friends, community, or whoever she talks to, they know about it while it's going on. Like why that happened. They just say if girl meets guy and they're in a relationship and then then a guy mess up, do something wrong.
Yeah.
Her friends know because she's talking on the phone.
But she's gonna let them know immediately.
Friends know, mama know, maybe whoever, like they know. Usually men, we tell you after what happened. You know, we don't necessarily go like they just say if my girl cheated on me, I'm not gonna go say, man, I found out she cheated on me today, bro. Like, no, usually be like, man, we broke up. What happened? So traditionally men hold in their emotions. So I would say, as far as the petty, I would say that women are more petty, but I also feel like men are equally petty. It's just that one is considered a woman's trait and one's considered a poor trait in a man.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think they're both poor traits. I'm not gonna hold it. They're both poor traits because petty is petty. You can't paint it. Petty is petty, man. Look, what is the pettiest thing you think you've done in a relationship? You know, and to keep it fun and light, I don't know if you've seen that Kevin Hart stand up where he was like, the pettiest thing I've done was I walked in the house whenever we broke up and I took all of the backs to her earrings, and now she ain't got no backs to her earrings. So now she can't put her earrings on. What is the pettiest thing you think you've done in a relationship?
The pettiest thing that I ever done, I'm gonna get killed for this, because we still cool.
Mm-hmm.
The pettiest thing that I ever done was I faked an asthma attack. I faked the asthma attack to my girl that I was talking to at the time, and when she was nervous, like, yo, what to do, and I said, yo, just call this number right here. This number right here helps me calm down or whatever. And the number was from a number that I found of a dude and her who was texting.
Oh, yeah. That's masterful.
So when she was like, okay,
that's masterful. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That is, oh, my, how did that end? What happened? I don't even know the end of the story now. The short version. I mean, once she dials the number, and she realizes, oh my goodness, this is. Does she then go into? Do you stop faking the asthma? Or are you still faking your asthma?
I stopped faking the asthma when she was dialing the number. Like I was ready.
Oh, you just look at. Oh yeah, well, I can't wait.
4 3 3 2. Yeah.
Wait, you remember? Did you memorize the number? Oh, right. Right.
She was at work. I said, yo, I'm having an asthma attack. Like, yo, I need you to get home. She's like, okay, I'm on the way there. I'm on there. Like,
she left work?
She left work.
All right.
She's like, you okay? That's it. Oh, man, I'm just big. Hey, listen, dial this number.
That is crazy. Yeah, that's petty. That's petty. Yeah, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing.
Okay, for granted, it was like I was early. It was like my early when I was like maybe 22, maybe.
Yeah.
I was like 22. So
Nah,
yeah, about 10 years ago.
Yeah, you have had lived life. You've lived life because I've dated.
I got back though. Like shout out to her though, man. She got me back. You know.
Oh, she got you back.
I go.
Oh, you gonna tell? Okay, it's all right.
Put it this way, she got me back. You know, good. You know, she definitely.
Shout out to her. I ain't gonna lie. With the level, with the level of insanity you went to call this girl from work, tell that girl come home as an emergency, and then tell her call this number. And my thing is not if she's doing this, I'm the whole time I'm like, why I gotta call this number? Like I ain't gonna lie, I would have questioned everything.
Yeah,
I would have questioned everything. Like, why do I need to come home unless you actually dying? And that's probably mean to me because if my wife called me with an asthma, I'd be like, babe, you're gonna be all right. Take a deep breath. Call it 911. I'm gonna meet you there. Why I gotta come home? 1, 2. On the way there, I'm like, wait, why I gotta call this number and not 911? Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and say it was just like a. I mean, I'm a good actor. You know?
I believe you. No, brother. If she did it, I believe you.
Yeah, you know, like the thing is when you're doing this stuff, you gotta make it sound believable. So so when she's saying like, I mean, why do I have to like come home? Why can't I just and everything like that? And I'm just like, you know, you just got to see some stuff that don't matter. Like, you're like, I don't know, like it's just like listen, like I hear what you're talking too much. Just come home. Like
distraction. Distraction. And then she calling, you probably don't answer the phone. Now she think, oh my goodness, he died. Let me go. Oh my goodness, it's genius, Ron. Ron, you got it. You got it. Nah, I ain't got nothing petty like that, Ron. I ain't got nothing. Ron.
I am so humble now.
That's a good thing, my boy. Hey, man, that's part of growth, isn't it? That's part of maturing.
I'm trying to say, man, like I've done it all, man. I've been through it, man. You know, I hate when dudes, men, make it seem like they've been G or player their whole life.
Yeah.
I hate that, you know, because you have to make your lame mistakes.
Yeah.
And I have made my lame mistakes, you know, like I have. You know,
I've shared this lame mistake on the podcast. I don't know if you were here when I shared it. I want to think that you were. My lame mistake, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been a lame for most of my life, and by lame I mean square, and by square I mean nothing to do with the streets. Nothing. Not. I've seen it all. Like I said, where I grew up, the people around, I've seen it all, but I'm walking past y'all to go to church with my Bible in my hand. Okay, my mama gave me $5 to put in the tithes, and I better not spend it. We used to spend it. Sorry, ma. We used to spend it on the way there. But I've been a square my whole life, so I have no real G stories. I think I've dated. No, I don't think I know. I've dated like 2 girls before my wife my whole life. Okay. So it's all right. And hey, brother. Hey, brother. It's a safe space. It's not. Woo. It's a safe space. Is it not, brother?
Yeah.
Okay. No buts. Just yeah. Just yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right, only 2 me too. Like I'm only 2 as me too.
Lies, you heathen. Lies. Hey, me.
I wish I was you, bro.
I don't wish I was. I'm
amazing, man.
Look. I feel like I'm I don't know. It's very like up and down because I know I should be proud of the fact because I know why I did it because I grew up in the church and I was very religious and very like close to God and all religion, Christian. So I wanted to abstain. Come on, don't play with me. And I wanted to abstain till marriage, right? So that's why I did it. But now once I got out in the world a little bit, I started deviating, but by that time it was too late for me. I ain't know how to talk to girls. I was shy. Yeah. So all the girls I ever got, either they approached me or a friend of mine went and got, like my wife, a friend of mine went and got her number. We started conversing and we ended up married or whatever.
I mean, but at the end of the day, I had my share of women, and I can still say today that I like 80%, about 80% of the women that I have ever encountered, they came to talk to me because I was shy.
Really?
Yeah. Like even though I have my fair share, you know, I still have a I still get nervous, to talk to
Man,
like certain girl.
I've
Yeah.
my anxiety is so bad when it comes. Well, it used to be when it comes to that because I don't got to worry about that no more. I remember this girl in high school. I told her that I liked her friend. Well, I don't know how the conversation came up, but I told her that I liked her friend, and she knew. And so she told the friend. The friend then tells her, "Tell him to just come and talk to me. Just approach me with a conversation because she don't want to initiate that because she doesn't want to,
Like, are you telling me to do a lot right now? That's.
And now she like I remember this like it was yesterday, bro. The friend tells me, "Hey man, all you literally have to do is say hello, and the conversation gonna start, and she gonna take it over from there." And I'm like, "All right, bet." I see this girl in the hallway. We make eye contact. I'm talking about locked eyes. I think she smiled at me, and I smiled back. As this girl is coming to me, I'm like, okay, I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And I just did this. And then she just kept going. I was like, oh my goodness. I regret that moment so much in my life because I'm like, bro, that was the moment.
Yeah.
And the girl is telling you, all you got to say is say hello. That's it. It's easy. It's easy. She doesn't want to initiate it. She wants you to initiate it. And that's how I just been too.
But you know what? Like, one thing that I learned about myself is I know my environment. I there's going to be a rare case that I ever talk to a girl in a public setting.
Really?
Yeah.
So where have you met most of your relationships?
I mean, for granted, I only been in one long-term relationship.
Okay. Or like the ladies that you.
Yeah, I have my skibbity hops around that.
My skibbity hops.
My skibbity hops around that.
That's the name of this episode, skibbity hops.
But there's only one person that I was with for like about 10 years of my life. So we met at a show that I was doing, and we kind of went from there. So I never really had. I'm put it this way: I never really had the space. I have talked to girls at the club before or whatever, but it's uncomfortable.
Yeah,
like me personally, I would rather, if I could have it my way, I would rather for us to connect on something else, no matter if it's art or no matter if it's dealing with some type of entertainment or just maybe just in a group of friends or whatever, and then we go from there. Because now I get to know you. I get to know you a little bit, and I know how to approach you versus you go in the club and you talk to a girl, and then like she's
especially if the friend around.
With the friend around, it's a different person.
It's a completely different
person.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. Especially, I'll say it, especially if the friend thinks you're attractive. Because my first ex, one of the girls that I actually dated, she had a friend. I don't know if she thought I was attractive or if she liked me or something, but it was something where she didn't want me to be with her friend. So now she's doing everything in her power to get her friend from like giving me any time of day.
Right.
I'm like, so I understand whenever they're around their friends, it's a different story. So it's always best to catch them alone, unless you are a well-rounded person as far as like not shy and you know how to make everybody laugh.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to get comfortable with the group to be able to like, all right, I'm gonna make y'all laugh. Because before that, you'll think I'm just stuck up. If anybody meets me in the streets or sees me, they'll think I'm stuck up. They'll think I'm like, I think I'm too good. I think I'm better than everybody because. I get that a lot. But it's just I'm super shy and I'm super like, I don't want to make the first move kind of thing.
I commend those guys. I mean, I got a couple of friends. I commend them guys that can literally go into a party club no matter what.
Yeah.
And they can come back and
yes, sir.
Like, hey, I got two of them. Like,
salute to them.
My friends, I'll just be like, shout out to you.
For
sure. I don't even know what the punchline be.
How do you initiate that conversation? And they always say, or they always say, all you gotta do is go up and say hello. And I'll be like, it can't be that easy. It can't be that simple. And maybe it is. I've never tried it, but I don't think it could be that simple.
It's not that easy. But you know what? I realized, I did find out. So guys that do that, they don't care about rejection.
Yeah, you gotta not care about the
Yeah,
yes.
like I've seen a friend of mine. He got rejected from the same girl about 5 times, and he was still like
Shooting the shot.
like shooting his shot, and to the point where it became comical, where she found him funny. And I'm like, wait a minute, she's not now. She's laughing at him in a not in a good way. Like, he was like trying to buy her a drink and everything. She was good. And then he was like, yo, I'm trying to get your number. And she was like, yo, like, no, I'm trying to get a dance. And then it went from there to like, man, you know what? I'm about to leave this club. I'm late on my light bill, and she ain't giving me her number and everything like that. And she's like finding it funny now.
Yeah.
Because he's finding every reason to say,
just to talk to you. I'm just trying. Yeah.
And she's talking to him now.
Yeah.
Now
yeah,
I don't think that she got his number, but I think they exchanged social medias.
Something.
And everything. So, but either way it goes, he was just, he was okay with being now. If it was me, I'm like, I'm not even about to even bother you, mama.
That's a fact. And if I had the guts to even approach you the first time, that first rejection, that's my cue, baby.
Right.
That's my cue. I'm not about to keep trying and trying and trying.
I just respect boundaries.
I do. Me too. I feel like I don't want to feel played either. Because now I feel like, and even though you're not playing me, because I'm putting myself in a situation to continually ask you the same question after you done told me no.
Right.
I just don't want to feel like, I don't know. I just don't want to feel like you playing me. You can bring it in maybe this way. Yeah. What you needed?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
It's good. It's good enough. But you know what? The crazy part is, I always knew my worth though. Like I always, I always knew my worth. I never had somebody like. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's beautiful for somebody to acknowledge my worth, but I always knew my worth. So even if it was a particular girl that she wasn't ready, or it didn't work out in my favor, I never believed that I wasn't good enough. I just always looked at it and said, okay, this is not the time.
So what was your fear in approaching?
I think my fear was just the approach. It was just the initiated conversation. It's just I don't know. I'll put it this way. It's just, I don't really know. But then again, I didn't, I know this might sound crazy, but I didn't care either.
Yeah, no, I cared. I think that's my problem. I care too much.
Yeah, I didn't. What I'm saying is like, I didn't care if me and this person ever, it was like, yo, if I think that you're beautiful, attractive, sexy, or whatever, then I'm just going to sit back and admire the beautiful flower that you are.
Hey, you go with words, man. Stop. That's shocking though. You go with words, and you out here talking about, I don't want to go Thomas shot. Man, you don't stop. Okay, this man said this beautiful flower that you. Come on, Ron.
How many times have we ever got with somebody that we thought that the imagination of that person was not the reality of that person? So basically what I'm saying is that I have dealt with people that the imagination was amazing. Like, I was thrilled. I was happy just being an imagination, like who you are, who you can be, who you
could be in your mind. Yeah.
When I actually got to know you and reality set in, I was just like,
your breath stink, girl. That's your breath stink. From afar, you look like your breath stink. And now I was off. You're right. I should have just left it to the imagination, because in my imagination, your breath smells like strawberries and roses all the time. But your breath stink. Shout out to you, baby. Shout out to you. I understand what you mean, though. But I think my biggest thing, and maybe it's an excuse, I think I just started too late. I really think I just started too late. And by the time I started trying to dive into the pool of like dating and becoming more active in relationship wise, I had missed the gap of like learning that, and it was too late by 20s.
Yeah.
And it could just be an excuse, but I think that's what it is. That's what it is. Back to when you tell you like you envy the fact that I only dated 2 or 3 women or something. You said something to that.
I envy, like, you only had so many partners before.
Right. I feel like That's good on one hand, but on the other hand, is not because the inexperience one
Right.
and the
Yeah.
lack of trying
Yeah. Yeah.
leaves you always thinking something else could be out there. I think, if from
It's,
my experience,
I mean, it's kind of like a double-edged sword
definitely.
because you know because I have had my share of women, and I have dated, and did my thing. um, it allowed me to be so experienced and so experienced when it comes to dealing with a woman to the point where I'm already a couple of steps ahead. And by being a couple of steps ahead doesn't allow you to actually experience the person. Like for instance, my sister, and my sister has a boyfriend. My sister is, I believe, 20, 21, 22. So she's been with the same guy for years now.
Wow,
And
shout out to her.
and yeah, that was her. Unfortunately, that was her first and everything, right? And that's the guy that she's loved, and that's the guy that she's with.
Yeah,
And they say things to me that makes me be like, okay, this relationship could possibly end one day, and because y'all haven't experienced the real world yet. And there's so much out there. I don't want to be the one to be like, yo, like y'all relationship. No, I don't want to be that person. But what I'm saying is that it's just certain career things that they're going through now, school, and they're doing things now where I'm like, man, it's going to get rough because they don't know the world, and but I also envy it because they love it so pure.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like it's like so cute.
Yeah,
it is like, dang, and
very innocent.
And I'm so experienced in it. It's like if somebody comes to me and I'm already to dissect it, I know how this going to go. I know what this going to lead to. Yeah, you talking like this going to. So it kind of puts me a few steps ahead. And yes, I'm experienced, but it also don't allow me to experience the person.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense because it's almost like, but in a way, it's almost like you're the pessimist in the situation because you've seen the other side and what it could be. So your mind probably not. But then again, you've experienced it a lot, so maybe maybe you know that what is going to end up being because you've had so many experiences. But then also there could be outliers. That relationship might be the one to make it past.
When you go through your first, like your real first
heartbreak, that's tough.
When you go to your first real one, so there's the middle one is the worst.
What's the middle one? Okay,
the middle one is the worst because the first one is high school or maybe your first person that your girlfriend
can't eat.
It's like your first one.
You think it's all
Your first one, that's the one where it's like, yo, I can't eat, can't sleep, I'm crying, social media, whatever. That sucks. But it's also, it's kind of like it comes with the game.
It's child play. That's the beginning. It's beginning, and you just got in the race. Like,
but the second one,
when you know a little bit more now,
that second heartbreak, you don't see it coming. That second heartbreak, you thought you figured it out. That second heartbreak is you thought that the first heartbreak was to lead you to this, and you're supposed to do that. Like, everything's supposed to be good.
Yeah.
That second heartbreak, that's is what's going to determine the type of person you want to be for a long time and the next people that you interact with.
I've heard that. I remember there's one guy I knew back in Honduras. He was like that girl. I don't know if it was the second one or it was the first one that he really loved, but that one that he really loved broke his heart so bad that after that he was like he's never been. So this dude said he purposely cheats on every girl he's with because that girl broke his heart so much. And I think she had cheated on him, so he was like, "Oh, these girls is for the streets."
Yeah, that second heartbreak is
It's
that
tough.
second big heartbreak. Is one of those ones that's going to like change, alternate your way of thinking. Like even if you see, even if that person, perfect woman, man, come to your life right now and say, "Hey, I want to do this to you," and everything like that, and it's like, well, we'll see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You already, yeah. It's already. They already broke that. They already broke your innocence kind of way. They already broke that like believing in fairy tales mindset. Now I'm like, now I don't need, man. That last thing broke my heart so much. I don't even think this is real. But let's see.
That's when you let go of all the Disney
There you go.
movies. Like no more fairy tales.
Ain't no
like,
prince coming to save. Ain't no none of that. This is real life.
Nah, it ain't none of that. Like, and that's when, you get into survival mode. And now you're just, you still have a heart, but you're also surviving. You're doing what makes sense logically. Like, okay, maybe this person is not the best looking person in the world, but this person is more stable. This person
No,
right here,
I don't think you go from that second one to that. I think after that heartbreak, you run through the streets till you realize running through the streets ain't gonna cut it. Like my partner at work was saying the other day, he was like, "Hey man, I'm getting to the point in my life where it's like I need to find something more stable because the older you get, I feel like the fear for most older adults for us is ending up alone, especially alone based on our actions." So he was like, man, I need to settle down because he's like he is a um self-described hoe. So he's like, I need to stop these ways. And I'd be like, yeah, my boy, you need to stop these ways. I'm about to go home to a home cooked meal. Me. What about you? He said, Popeye's got some chicken every day. You right? I ain't mad at you.
I think we agree though. When you go through that second heartbreak, you're looking for something more sustainable. That's
And you now you understand the game, the world you're playing in. I got a question for you.
Yeah, let's go.
Drake, okay. Right? Some stuff leaked about Drake, okay. And old Drizzy went on the shop a few years ago and said none of the real hits that made him the great that he is were all of the ones that all of the hits that he wrote, all of the hits that were hits that made him the great Drake that we consider him now, he wrote. A few days ago, some songs leaked, some reference songs leaked that proved that some of the songs that he was claiming that were written by him weren't. Exhibit A, Mob Ties. I don't know if you're familiar with Mob Ties.
I love that song.
Great song. And I'm not a big fan of the song, but it was a popular song. It was one of his Ratchet Happy Birthday. I know we put to bed the fact that Drake doesn't write his lyrics and that he's still considered one of the GOATs, if not to some people, the GOATs. Right. But if songs keep leaking, not basic songs like great, because Mob Ties is one of those. Mob Ties is one of those. If great songs keep leaking that he didn't write, can he still be considered someone? Well, obviously it's objective, so it can be considered a GOAT, but can he still be considered a GOAT, like an actual, like, or we gonna put him in the never mind. Yeah.
So one, unfortunately, how do we know that there was leaks?
I'm sorry?
How do we know if there was leaks?
Because we heard it.
Okay, so Drake is known for writing songs for other people.
Right.
What if that was a song to that person that he was selling it to? I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Drake fan, but this guy, he gonna find a way to cape for Drake. Because I don't understand what he's saying. Please break it down, but break it down short and simple for me. Sweet and simple. All right. What you mean? Let me tell you, the song Mob Ties leak, Party Next Door is doing the whole song. The way the voice, everything, it leaked. So now you're okay. Now take it from there. So that's the leak. Now what you saying?
One thing I'm saying is that I'm asking. There's two parts of this question. Like one is how do we know that that song that came out was a leak from a song that somebody wrote for Drake? Because when you write a song from somebody, you're on the credit of the song,
Right.
right? You know, that's how you get paid.
Right.
So if you're not on the song, then how can you say that you wrote a song? Like, all right, so for instance, you know, back in the back when I was writing music, I used to take instrumentals from like T.I., Jeezy, and
Yeah, yeah.
everything, and I used to make a song that's similar to the beat to what they already wrote, just in my version. So what I'm saying is that if you don't have no paperwork, no check, no name, no anything, how can
We got him?
Huh?
We got him.
What?
We got him.
What?
Party Next Door is on the writers.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Right.
So he's getting a check from it.
All right, cool.
Uh-huh.
So the song's about Party Next Door.
I don't know what it's all about. Mob ties, man. Mob ties.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Party Next Door had credit, right?
Yes.
And so if it's Drake and Party Next Door, then they made the song.
No.
Okay, all right.
No, Ryan.
All right, so let me break this down.
These Drake fans, boy. Hey, if you ain't here, make sure you like and share. Please like.
It don't got nothing to do with Drake fans. It just got something to do with the music industry. See, the issue is that people look at the music industry back when it was back in the day. They look at this as being a microphone, and you get off in the booth, and then you say, "Hey, bam, 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 bam." That's how they look at it. But like, no, you have engineers, you have beat makers, and you have the song, you know, of the formula of the song. When you listen to, wait a minute,
stay focused. Come on.
When you, I'm answering.
Come on.
When you listen to that other dude's song, Mob Ties, you listen to Drake's song, are they the same?
Yes, that's what a reference track is. I go in the booth, I rap it, and then you come in and you do exactly what I did, but it's your voice. Your voice is bigger. You're gonna get the more.
I'm actually, that song was 100% the same,
brother.
Right.
If I wouldn't get fined, or if I wouldn't get whatever the word is,
we're gonna listen to it after.
I would.
But you know,
I'm gonna show you a little bit. If anything, I'm gonna mute it. Mob Ties reference track. No, the reference track. I'm talking the one with Party Next Door. I want you to. I'm sorry. It wasn't.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't him. It was Bori. Either way.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it's the same thing.
And he wasn't on it, right?
What? It's the same thing.
That was Drake didn't say that.
Yes. Come on, you even know the ad-libs. You even know the ad-libs. It's the same thing, brother.
What it was.
It is what it is.
Whatever you did, it is what it is. That's what's up.
Ties. Hey, knock you off and pay their ties. What is it? They want me gone, but they don't know why. It's too late for all that love he does. It's the same thing. So now, obviously, he's doing it
in his style.
His style. But the fact is, someone wrote the song for Drake that Drake is claiming they didn't write for him.
But what I'm asking you is this guy on the reference? Is he? I mean, not reference. Is he on the credit?
I don't know what this dude's name is. There's a bunch of people on here. A Cruz? I don't know what his name is.
Okay. All right. So we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that that's believable though, right? It's believable that Drake didn't write it because of the antics around Drake. That's believable.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is that if this guy just randomly pops up and says, okay, it's a picture of him.
His name, he's getting credit.
Yeah.
Tavoris Hollins. Yeah, he's on there.
That's him?
Yeah, that's him. Tavoris Hollins. His artist name is Bori.
Oh, okay.
His actual name
is Bori.
Yeah, his actual name is because he's an artist.
Yeah.
He's he was signed to Meek Mill or still signed to Meek Mill, something with Meek Mill. But
if that's him, if he's on the credit, then okay, then he wrote it. I mean, well, he contributed to the song. You just said it was a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah. But we can see. But okay, so can Drake still have that status as a GOAT if he's had an entire songs, entirely not songs, hip hop songs? Because that's what makes it. That's what makes the argument that people have against Drake with the rap. See, I'm with him, but we keep hearing songs leaked that he keeps talking about. It's not true, man. I wrote all of them, all of my hits. And we keep hearing these.
I mean, I guess, can Drake be considered the greatest MC of all time? Then no, because he's if he has help writing his music, even though that he writes music, right?
Yes, yeah.
But like Eazy-E cannot be considered the greatest MC.
Nope, yep.
But is he considered the biggest hip hop artist? Yes.
Huh?
But hip hop. No.
Oh, Drake. Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Hey, okay, yeah. I'm just making sure because you pulled out that cape to try to save your boy, and I know you're very loyal to him. So I just want you to be unbiased sometimes because I don't understand where the defense be coming in.
Well, I have a brain, so I have to analyze the situation. I didn't have no problem saying if it was what it is, but at what I have, what was in front of me, I was like, there could be anybody that says that. Anybody can say, "Yo, I wrote Drake's song and put a reference track out."
So for you, what solidifies that he has to be named on the credits?
Yeah, that's how that works.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I
mean, they have ghostwriters that you sign up, but that's why you're a ghostwriter. Your name doesn't appear, but you get paid. I don't know if it's a smart thing to be, but you still.
It's like I look at this different. Like would Michael Jordan be Michael Jordan without pimping, right? But what I'm saying is that everybody would say that Michael Jordan would not be Michael Jordan, because he didn't start winning rings until he got pimping. Right. So I look at it that way. Like, do it take a group effort to be able to make a massive hit song? I just look at it that way.
I believe that Drake is obviously super uber talented. I also believe to be on the run that he has been on, to have a hit at least every year, 1 or 2 hits a year, you need help. I'm not gonna take that away from him. My argument was just coming in where it's like, if you're saying that you wrote these hits, and you know what I'm saying, because if you find out somebody wrote God's Plan or like his big hits, it kind of changes how we view him. I think, my opinion, he's still great, but it's like I see it a little different, but it's okay. It's okay. I understand, boy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I used to think that way. I used to think that you had to rap it, live it, do it, write it. You have to be in the studio and everything. But Kanye West is considered one of the greatest, and he has writers.
But not rap. He's not considered one of the greatest MCs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, we talk about MCs, then that's a different conversation.
For sure.
Kanye West, and like even the GOAT Lil Wayne, like it's coming out that some people are writing for him. So so it's just kind of one of those things where if it's kind of hard because the industry is so tricky because you got so many people that got their hands in a pot. But if you want to say MC because of Drake got that on him, that stigma on him, then no, he cannot be considered, in my opinion, the greatest MC.
Okay.
But far as artist wise, far as the product of being an artist wise, then nobody today is touching Drake.
And we can end it with this. Are you talking no one can be considered equal to Drake in the rap realm or music overall?
I can't say music overall because you got like Taylor Swift and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm talking about,
let's keep it urban then. Just anything black, hip hop, R&B.
Drake as a
artist.
Drake as a hip hop or black.
Yeah, urban. Just so artist, but in the urban world. So R&B, which is black, and hip hop, which is black. Could he be considered the greatest of all time in our
Drake
group?
Drake would be
artist.
Drake would be considered. He's the artist of the decade. and that cannot be taken away from him.
Okay.
So by him,
Last decade or this decade? Last decade. Okay, yeah, obviously this decade just started. Yeah,
So he's
yeah,
the
yeah, for
artist.
sure.
He's the artist of the decade. Nobody has had a run like a 10-year run. And hip hop, your run is approximately 2 years.
Yeah, I agree.
Lucky if you have 3.
Yeah. Who's number 2 in your book?
As far as
artists of the decade.
Of the decade. I would say the exactly how the stats is Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole.
Okay, so you still give because I mean I know your animosity. Yeah, I know your animosity towards K. Dot. We ain't gotta go into it, but I know how you feel about it. We've spoken about it, so I know how you feel. So I didn't know you was gonna rank him that high, honestly. Yeah, but that shows me that you're not really that biased. You don't like him, but you'll be real. You're real.
And I am from the South. All right, I am born and raised in the South. I want y'all guys to tell me this. Name me one artist that's from the South that can go 4 years without dropping an album and still be considered a GOAT. If you tell me that, just give me one artist that can go years without dropping an album from the South.
Their argument will be, and I don't agree, I'm saying their argument would be I'll say this, if Wayne drops a Carter 3 every 4 years, he can still be considered that. I think. No. You don't think so?
Because after Carter 1, Carter 2, and Carter 3, that was it.
That's my point. But I'm saying
and he was dropping projects before then. But Lil Wayne has dropped albums now, and he dropped another Carter. I think he's dropping and nobody.
Not the same. Not the same. Come on, now.
Like I'm just saying,
his theme still there. It's not the same. It's not the same.
He did his numbers, but there's nobody from the South today. Lil Wayne drop an album right now. If he drop a,
we don't care.
We don't care.
We don't care. We move past that time of Wayne being that guy. Yeah. Whenever he had his moment, he had his moment. Now, obviously, we still hail him as, as one of them for sure. Right. But like he can't do that right now. But what I'm saying is, like, in that time, whenever he was hot, I think he had the leeway to do that every 4 years because of the content. It wasn't Wayne. I feel like his content was amazing, and at that time we hadn't heard nothing like that. I feel, and I could be wrong because I didn't grow up in America. Maybe they worse know the Wayne.
What happened with Wayne is the greatest, one of the greatest rappers of our generation. But what Wayne has done, he has created expectation that now it's almost like if you go to a fast food restaurant and you get your food like that, and then now you go there and it's like it's easy to say, man, this ain't the same. This restaurant is not the same. Lil Wayne was giving us mixtape albums, mixtape features. He was on everybody's song, and now he took that 1 year off. It's like Wayne not the same. It's like it's. I think our frequency went down.
And he switched on us. I feel like he left us because whenever he went super auto-tune and like super singy, I feel like he left us. We didn't really want that Wayne.
That's deep.
I'm dead here, bro. I feel like I was like, this no, and then he kept doing that rock stuff, and it was like, I understand he's trying to experiment, but whenever you do come back to that,
I feel like
he never came back.
I feel like the issue with Wayne, in my opinion, and not even an issue because he's rich or whatever, but
he's good.
Is that we've never seen Wayne elevate.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh wait, let's hear me out. You had Jay-Z, a rapper, then he became what he is.
Oh, that's what you mean by elevate.
Right. Yes. You have the Birdman. He was a rapper first, and then now he's whatever. Then you have somebody like even Rick Ross. He was a rapper, but then guess what? Now he got and we never seen Wayne get into and I know this might sound cliche, but we never seen corporate Wayne. We never seen Wayne, say, hey, I done it. And now I'm about to. Now, don't get me wrong. He got Young Money, but Drake is and Nicki and all these good. But we never seen Drake. We never seen Wayne. business attire or business mindset. We never seen him get into that. It's like he stayed a kid. And he just skateboarding and and wearing crazy clothes. Like we never see him elevate as a man. We just see him stay in a rapper's position.
And to his respect, maybe he never wanted to elevate to that next level. But maybe he wanted to stay a rapper. Maybe that's what his love has always been, and didn't have the, I don't want to say ambition because it sounds bad, but he didn't have the motivation to be like, I want to be in boardrooms and I want to start this smoke. Maybe that's not him.
But and that's fine. And I don't want this to come out and say that that's wrong. But what I'm saying is that we grow up. Now our interest is different. Like like you've been talking about lean, perk, weed, fucking back. So you've been talking about that for so long. Now we want to know. Now we're at that age where. I invested in Tesla. I got, so many properties now. Now I got, I own half of New Orleans or something. We want to hear that talk now where it's like, ooh, like that Jay-Z talk. Like, it's like, man, like this dude came from this. Me personally, if I had to pick between Birdman and Lil Wayne, who I am, I'm going to have a conversation with Birdman, or Jay-Z or Rick Ross or some. I'm not going to have, if I have I don't even want to walk in a room and be like, yo, like Wayne, I want some business about this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you that. If I'm an artist, I'm gonna ask you about that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to business, because we have seen that you went years without having your money in order.
Yeah.
And that was a big explosion, right? So they let us know that you don't got your money in. Your business. You're not business savvy.
Yeah.
I think he had Chuck Fist, I think. But
yeah, he did some stuff with skateboards. I mean, he had some stuff, but like you said, it wasn't the business oriented way. He's never been there. And I think he has not a handler. I guess it is a handler that puts him on to that kind of stuff that does the business side for him because that's not his,
So I mean, and that's fine. He got some people that doing that, but it makes us.
Yeah, I understand.
It makes us like you.
The content never evolved, which is what you're supposed to grow with. You're supposed to grow with your public, with your fan base, because we all started at 16. We're now 32, and we don't want to hear the same thing that we was hearing at 16. I get it. Shout out to Wayne. Shout out to Drizzy.
You're the GOAT, though.
For sure. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Ron's ex-girlfriend that he called on the phone and told him he had an asthma attack. Shout out to Ron, man. That's the pettiest thing I've heard. I gotta ask the boys what their pettiest thing to do next time. But this is where we about to cut it. Ron, thank you for stopping by, my boy.
Oh, wait.
I sure do appreciate you.
Hey, man, did you tell him an announcement? Did we tell him that?
I actually have a commercial film for that, but if you want to put it at the end too, we could do that.
Okay, listen, it's going down. Hey, Bounce Poetry. Bounce Poetry is
bounce, biggity bounce, biggity bounce, biggity bounce, 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 bounce.
Going down. Bounce Poetry is going to be on the 20th, man. So it's going to be June 20th.
June 20th, New Orleans. 20th. Where's Gretna? Where's the ad? Do you have?
It's going to be on Cable Drive, 3349 Cable Drive. New Orleans is going to be the biggest poetry show of the year. We got Jelly hosting it.
Okay.
Sizzle, he's going to come through it. The dopest poets in the city. You don't want to miss it.
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
Yes, sir.
We're doing 2 for 1 between 9 and 10.
Come on now.
2 for 1 between 9 and 10. So bring a friend. And
come on.
Guess what? I'm gonna be there. So it's gonna be
come
crazy.
on. Come on.
And we also got $1,000 poetry competition.
Woo! Big money.
It's in July. It's July the 22nd, right? It's
July 20th.
July 20th.
Yes, sir.
It's July 20th?
Yes, sir.
July 20th.
Yes, sir.
So July the 20th.
Legacy Lounge. I got it memorized.
It's going down, man. July 20th. $1,000 on the line.
Yes, sir.
$1,000. So you come in there. And
are the slots filled yet?
No.
So well, if you're interested in performing at the competition for a chance to win $1,000, slide in.
Yeah.
Bro, and I'm gonna put it at the bottom. Bro and words _live. Slide in the DM.
June 22nd, Bounce Poetry.
Bounce Poetry.
Going down.
Tickets are available now.
In New Orleans, yes, it's available now.
Yes, sir.
The biggest show of the year.
Yes, sir.
The 22nd of June.
And July 20th, we got a competition.
$1,000 is on the line. Listen, $1,000 is on
Big
the line.
bucks.
One piece.
Now let us pay your rent.
Bring your best. And, it's going to be sponsored by Rolling Words and
the Purely Talk Podcast. You heard. We in there, baby. We in there, man. Mr. Ron hit me up and said, man, I said, what? Of course. Why wouldn't I be? And I might be on stage. Hold on. Let me. I'm not about to be on stage. Poetry. Let me fix it. Let me properly fix it. I'm gonna be hosting or co-hosting with my partner. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be in there. So if you want to come be entertained, if you want to come potentially win some money, yeah. When do the July 20th tickets go on sale? Or is that
they're all on sale now?
Oh man, I should have said that. I ain't know. Okay, so July 20th ticket is already on sale. So if you want to compete, come through or slide in this DM. If you want to come be entertained, because it's gonna be a fire night. So you got June 20th, and July. Yeah. So June 22nd and July 20th.
June 22nd and June 22nd
and July 20th.
Listen, I want y'all to listen. There's $1,000 on the line. $1,000.
Ron, keep putting this $1,000. Ron, that's
$1,000 for your competition. If you come into play,
don't come.
Don't come. You're about to see the most lyrical, engaging performance that you have ever seen in life. It's $1,000 on the line. So
come on.
DM me, Ron Lyrics, Rolling Words. It's going down.
It's going down, man.
Shout out to my boy, man. He's gonna be one of my guys that's there. He's
yes, sir.
Down. We're gonna secure the bag.
Yes, sir. Come on.
We're gonna have security. The shades.
Gotta make sure. Gotta make sure, man. Hey, man, it's been another great episode of the Purely Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DHE, and this is my guy,
Ron Lyrics.
Man, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and tickets are also already available. Like my boy said, closing quote of the day is: never forget what a man says to you when he is angry, because he probably means it.
Peace, Cap.
No. I ain't got time. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got no time for that. I ain't got no time. Cap.
You ain't about to have my look at this shit. You ain't about to have my look at this shit.
Ron said, I be saying too much stuff when I'm angry. I ain't gonna get me in trouble.
I got angry shit. Like,
you see it, right? Oh man. Let me go ahead and clock out and stream.
He said that's he